Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. Welcome to ItsKim Live. Hello. If you've never seen this show before, hi, I'm ItsKim. This is my show where I talk about pop culture topics that I care about, and we go pretty deep into context. We go below the headline because we believe here that context is important. So we do deep dives. We do a lot of them. And I'm so excited to get into everything today. I've got some stories to go through. I do want to say hello to everybody coming into the chat. If you have never seen the show before, here is the way it normally works. First of all, we start off with the main topic, which is what is in the thumbnail. That's probably why you clicked on this. It's what's in the title of the video, all that good stuff. Then we have a halftime section where I communicate with my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful community of space angels who are all coming in. It is so good to see you all. Then we have a fun section towards the end of the show called What the What, where we look at something from on the internet that is interesting, fun, wild, crazy, just a good time, and sometimes very needed after talking about some pretty serious topics. We have a really good time here. And that What the What is courtesy of my partner in crime, my partner in crime.
What now?
My co-pilot, producer sister, whom I love. I have not seen what we are looking at today. It's always a surprise to me for the most part. I might get a little bit of a heads up, but I don't see like 99% of what we're going to be looking at. So I react to that authentically alongside you and this beautiful community. I do want to say, if you are watching on the replay, there will be timestamps available so you can jump around or you can watch the whole show in full as it was originally presented. All that good time. Stuff. And I do want to say right off the bat, thank you so much to General Scott for the PayPal that you've sent me. So appreciate that. Honestly, like your support of this channel is incredible, which is also why I have to say thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships you have sent out, which means that the show, before we're even at the 5-minute mark, has 5 new memberships sent out. So thank you guys so much. Thank you, General Scott, and welcome to the new Space Angels. And also, King Bob has been a member for 23 months. 23 months, so close to your tooth. As you said, 23 months, so close to our tooth producer sister. Yes, we're getting there. It's going to be here before we know it, which is just crazy to me, too, that it's like, has it really been?
Yep.
Like, I'm sorry? What?
It is 1 year, 11 months, 0 days. Today is 23 months.
Stop. And you guys are still tolerating me after 2 years of this? My gosh, you guys are amazing, and I love you. For the record, Your Honor just gifted a membership as well, which you did not need to do. And everybody in the chat, please wish Linda, for the record, Your Honor, my incredible friend and mod and also great YouTuber, a very happy birthday today. Thank you so much for choosing to be here with us. It's fine if you can't stay. We love you. I love you. Thank you so much for being here. This community is better because you're in it, and we adore you. All right. So we have stories today, and I have to be honest with you. So I'm prepping to do this show to talk about Diddy. We've got some Britney updates. We've got some. I kind of have a Jennifer Lopez question. A question. More so than an update, but there are updates. You'll get what I mean when we get there. And then within the past hour, there has been a breaking news development when it comes to Diddy. So I've got that in here. So and I'm just starting to see the notifications going off of like, this broke. I know, we're going to get to it. We're going to get there. This is crazy. I am excited. The chat is going like crazy. Are you guys all okay? Oh my goodness.
Lots of birthday wishes for Linda.
Yes. And Kyle, thank you so much for the gifted membership, as well as King Bob. So that means we're at 8.
Yes, it does.
We're at 8 gifted memberships.
Yep.
Not 6 minutes in, and we're at 8 gifted memberships. That is amazing. Thank you guys so much. Okay, I guess we should get into things. Let's go. Let's do this. Okay. So, oddly, the thumbnail is completely accurate. It got worse. It was worse before the update, and now it's even worser. And now it's worst.
Great word, Kim.
I always think of the VeggieTales episode of King George the Ducky, and now it worst. Or something wasn't. I can't remember what it was. They just made up words. It was great. Let me move this over, because that should be the shot. Okay. So, yes, it did. It got worse. So let's go through our stuff that we have to do, because I have to be responsible. This stream will include speculation and opinion and should not be taken as fact. Always do your own research, and links to the sources are in the description. And hi, YouTube human reviewer. We've done our best to ensure that this video is appropriate according to your community guidelines because we care about this platform. We'd like to stay on it. And viewers, please do not send hate to anyone, famous or not. It is not cute. We're all entitled to our opinions, but don't do anything that would cause harm to people in real life. I don't support hate in any capacity. Sorry, I just saw Carbonized Stardust. Worser! Thank you very much for the super chat there. Please feel free, if you want to send in support during this time, you are welcome to do so. I may not be able to stop and read it in real time, but I absolutely will when we get into halftime. It's just, as many of you know, I have 84K and I have trouble with ping pong, and I'm definitely really feeling that today. My attention span is garbage right now, so I'm sure many of you can relate. You know what I mean. And thank you, King Bob, for another gifted membership. So that brings us to 9.
Mm-hmm.
Love it. Love it. I love this still, that we're just approaching 8 minutes and we're at 9. That's so cool. Is today going to be a gifting work day? I don't know. Either way, I'm thankful you're here. I am thankful you've chosen to be here. Please consider subscribing. Please consider liking. And I also will make this comment. Please double check that you are subscribed to your favorite creators. I'm going to go full screen for 1 second before we go back to this. My mother got unsubbed from me. My sister has been unsubbed from me.
Yep.
While we were live.
Yep.
My mother has been unsubbed from me. YouTube, I don't know why you're doing this. Stop. These are real people. They're not bots.
But even at that, it is our decision as a fan, someone who watches the channel, and just any content on YouTube in general. It is our decision who we choose to not follow. It is our choice to unsubscribe from someone.
Yep.
We have the ability to do that quite easily.
Yeah.
Please don't take that choice from me.
So, I mean, clearly, if you are commenting in this chat, you are subscribed. That's part of why I do this, because it can be a reminder sometimes to people that, oh, I'm not subbed. And sometimes people click on this screen and they're like, hey, oh, I'm here. Why can't I comment? Like, I've literally had that in the chat. So that's part of why I do it. And I would love to see you guys join if you have not done so. All that good stuff. And yes, hi, Kim's parents. Thank you, guys. Right? I know, Medora Art, exactly. Shame on YouTube, the audacity, right? It's just bizarre. And the thing is, I see it happens with certain accounts that you guys tend to get more unsub than others, and I don't know why that is. But I'm saying it not just for myself, but in general. Keep tabs on your favorite creators. Make sure that stays there because it sucks. It sucks when it happens. All right. Lacey, are you okay? Why? We have to start the show. She's like, I don't know if you guys can see this. What's up? What's up? Producer sister, would you be able to assist the bear? I'm not sure what she needs. All right. Back to the present screen. So let's do this. Let's do this. Let me put Lacey down. Okay, on the floor. Hang on. There's the ball. Okay. Sorry, everyone. It's live. Things happen. Okay, so here we go. Let's get into the stories. Because we are talking about Sean Combs, I do have to say this. Sean Combs is innocent until proven guilty of all crimes and allegations and maintains his innocence of some of the crimes alleged. I say this because he originally said that all of the allegations against him were lies on multiple of his social medias in a statement. And then that also would have included Cassie's claims against him, such as what happened in the hotel, which we now have the video for, and he then admitted that he did it in the apology video, but then that apology video got I'm just saying, guys, okay? He's technically innocent at this point. And he maintains his innocence for the most part. I'm trying. All right, so when we come to Diddy today, we got a couple stories. We got some stuff we got to catch up on of what is going on. First of all, we've had a few updates regarding civil suits that have been filed against him. He has responded to 2 of them now. So the first one was one that happened, I believe, late last week, and then the next one is the one that just broke like less than an hour ago. So we're going to go through them. So to begin, Diddy, one of his accusers, she is an anonymous accuser. She's known as a Jane Doe in the lawsuit, and she is saying that she is fearing for her life in a bid to stay anonymous. So here we go. Let's talk about this. So a woman asked a New York judge to maintain her anonymity in a, you know, essay, all these bad things that I'm trying to respect the community guidelines. Um, Lawsuit against Diddy's Bad Boy Records and the label's former president, Harve Pierre. I'm not sure if it's Harvey or Harve or Herve. I'm going to say Harvey. I think it's Harvey. The alleged victim's attorney opposed Diddy and Pierre's legal efforts to force her to reveal her name on Friday. So the defendant's motion is nothing more than a scare tactic and a ploy to deter litigation against an already crumbling empire that can no longer hide behind the smokescreens of its money, power, and fame, the Jane Doe lawyer Jeffrey Anderson argued. So Jane Doe accused Pierre of bad things to her multiple times between 2016 and 2017 in a 2023 lawsuit. And she sued Diddy's Bad Boy Records for his negligence and enabling Pierre's alleged crimes. Okay. So, multiple women sued Diddy and his associates for SA and bad things, among other allegations over the past year. Many of his accusers have disclosed their identities, but two lawsuits involving Pierre, specifically him, were filed by women who wish to remain anonymous. So this is part of where I'm kind of going, what is it about Pierre? Why does everybody want to be anonymous with Pierre? And I'm not saying that they shouldn't be, because I do feel like if you want some form of anonymity after something has happened to you, I mean, like, I totally get that. But this is kind of making some red flags go up for me in the sense of, like, what did Pierre do? Why are we so terrified of this man when so many of the other women have chosen to become completely public with their names when it comes to just Diddy? Maybe it's, I don't know if it's maybe that they feel like, well, people believe that Diddy did it, right? Like a lot of people do. That tends to be the main opinion of the general public, but Pierre may be a different story. I don't know. Now, the aforementioned Jane Doe has only been identified as Pierre's former assistant. So she worked for him. And the statement here says, because of my former employer's power and influence, I fear that I will be harassed and ridiculed if my identity was made public in connection with these claims, she explained. I am concerned for my physical safety and the safety of my family. I producer sister, I know that there are cases where anonymity can be used as a weapon.
Yes.
Essentially. But I do also feel like there are situations where anonymity is essentially a defense.
Yeah.
And judging by what we have found out over the last number of months, I feel like this is fair.
Yeah, and I think when you're also an average person going up against someone who's very, very powerful and has a lot of resources, being anonymous, is completely a defense.
Yeah. So it's like, I don't feel like this is her trying to be like, I just don't want anyone to know it's me. I feel like this is like a protection thing for her. Mm-hmm. So she also went on in the statement to say, this is a source of shame and embarrassment for me. She said, should my identity be made public, I risk negative repercussions to my employment due to the stigma associated with being a victim of SA. I fear others will view me negatively and my reputation will be negatively impacted. My mental health will suffer if I was forced to disclose my public identity. I should not have to be subjected to further harm in my efforts to seek accountability to what was done to me. Fair. Mm-hmm. Fair. Now, Diddy is the subject of a federal investigation over many allegations. The embattled mogul's lawyers maintain his innocence. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of where we're at on that front. We'll see what happens, but it does seem like this is something that Diddy and team are trying to do. They're trying to expose this woman. And I will just say, if unfortunately her identity is revealed, and I don't believe that it should be, especially since she isn't a public figure at this point. I think we've had a number of victims that have basically had to have been exposed because of their situations, and it probably wouldn't have taken a super long time to figure out who they were. Like, I think about one of the people who has accused Diddy was a model who won an MTV competition, right? Like, it's not going to take people a really long time to be able to put pieces together and figure out who people are, so you might as well just go public. But I don't feel like that is the case with this individual. I hope she's able to keep her anonymity, and if she's not, I guess I can say here, I think I can speak on behalf of this community that we're not going to judge her. But I completely understand this statement. Even on my own journey, I still have so much shame surrounding, what's happened to me. And I know that that is a very common thing amongst survivors. So my heart goes out to her. I don't have a reason not to believe her at this point. So I do. And clearly, there's stuff going on here that should not be going on here when it comes to Diddy and team. There's issues. Other than that, a lot of people were sending me this story, letting me know that Sean Diddy Combs has been revealed to be among the investors in Elon Musk's X launch. This really isn't that much of a story, other than that Sean Diddy Combs put money into X, is basically it. But what kills me about it is, so there's basically like this whole list of people that got exposed because there is a lawsuit going on between former Twitter employees and Musk, violating their arbitration agreements by failing to pay them certain fees after he bought the site. So it's interesting to see that that's what's going on. But I just want to mention, and this is my favorite thing about X right now, I'm not a fan of X. I'm not a fan of Twitter. I left around the time that Elon bought the platform because I was just like, this is a dumpster fire waiting to happen. And I was also seeing a lot of security concerns, which was basically the final, like, oh, I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore. But yes, the value of X has fallen 71% since Musk took over. 71%. That is insane. So I'm sure many of these investors are not particularly happy that this is what's going on. It'll be fun to watch. I'm just saying. I find it entertaining. Now, the breaking news here. Sean Diddy Combs. Sorry, Katie, I just saw your message come through. I will read this at the end. I'm sorry, I can't get distracted. Again, attention span today is absolute garbage. Absolute garbage. So Sean Diddy Combs has started to fight back against lawsuit from former employee Lil Rod. Now, if you guys remember, Lil Rod was, he filed quite an extensive lawsuit. It was like over 100 pages, if I remember this correctly. It had many pictures. And the issue I have with this is I think, Katie, you don't need to apologize. It's okay. You're fine. I want to believe Lil Rod. I really do. And I think that there's stuff that he said that is probably 100% accurate. But there has been concern over his attorney. And I'm trying to figure out really what the truth is of the matter, because I'm hearing different things depending on who you talk to and the sources that you look at about his credibility. But Lil Rod has alleged some very damaging things. And even if half of it is true, like, my heart goes out to him because it's just absolutely awful. But it does seem that now we're moving into a place where Diddy is actually starting to fight against these lawsuits. And let's go through. This is what NBC reported. They obtained the motion on Monday. This literally came out like about an hour ago. So here we go. So Sean Diddy Combs is fighting back against a lawsuit filed against him by a former employee, accusing those who filed it of attempting to pressure him into a settlement by publicizing salacious allegations. Okay. NBC News has obtained a motion filed by the Embattled Stars legal team to dismiss a lawsuit filed by an attorney, Tyrone Blackburn, on behalf of his client, music producer Rodney Lil Rod Jones. The motion was filed in the U.S. District Court of the Southern District of New York on Monday. There's a lot of cases going through the Southern District of New York at this time in regards to Diddy. Tyrone Blackburn is the attorney I was mentioning before that does have some controversy surrounding him. Lacey, are you all right? Lacey's being fussy. Sorry about that. Jones alleged in a lawsuit filed in February that Combs did many, many bad things to him, and while he worked for the mogul from December of 2022 to November of 2023, and he is seeking $30 million in damages. Okay. The amended complaint filed in Jones's case in March, and that was the thing. They had to kind of change, they had to refile, basically, from the sounds of it. Then accused Combs of being a part of a RICO enterprise and that he was involved in a many cars venture. A RICO enterprise is one in which people or groups act together to violate the Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act, which is meant to target organized crime. The motion alleges that Jones's suit is an attempt to dress up a run-of-the-mill commercial disagreement as a salacious RICO conspiracy, and it alleges that the complaint failed to establish criteria for a RICO case, and the lawsuit lacks standing. Running to nearly 100 pages, it includes countless tall tales, shameless celebrity name drops, and irrelevant images, the motion said of the lawsuit. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to give them this. Is there stuff in that lawsuit that I think was irrelevant? Yes. There were things that happened in that lawsuit of, like, images that were shown in there that were of adult films that had nothing to do with the actual case. At some point, I kind of felt like the lawsuit was actually a PowerPoint, and I did hear a lot of criticism from attorneys saying that this lawsuit feels like it was written for the press as opposed to being written for the courts. That being said, I want to be very clear. This whole idea that the RICO concept is out of line. My dude, Diddy, you're under investigation by Homeland Security. That's not like a random allegation. This has been confirmed. So the idea that Lil Rod is bringing this up, that he thinks that they're standing in this, is that really that crazy? Or is Homeland Security just completely wrong? Did they have no reason to raid both of your houses at the same time? That there's been this widened investigation? That there's a grand jury? Bro, are you okay? What is this defense? Like, if you want to go off about Tyrone Blackburn not doing a professional case, I get your point. I really do. But, like, the idea that you're dismissing the RICO part of this is laughable to me. This is bizarre. Producer sister, do you get what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Like, what even is this? Why are you even talking about it? This is one of those situations for me. Like, do you not understand how Homeland Security could probably take this and be like, okay, we're just taking notes. Come on!
It seems like a really...
Oh my gosh!
Like, just full desperation argument.
And it really does feel like, in a way, it's like, okay, you're going to accuse... This is just my personal opinion. This is my speculation, my opinion. I'm not a legal expert. I am just a nobody. But I look at this, and this is kind of how I feel. You're accusing Tyrone Blackburn of filing this lawsuit to be, like, salacious and to get people to think a certain way about Diddy.
Pot, meat, kettle.
Now you are, rebuttaling him being like, oh, he hasn't established enough to be like, it's RICO. Even though I'm under investigation from Homeland Security, but pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Like, bro, shut up. I can't. I can't. Put a 1 in the chat if you understand what I'm saying, because I can't handle this. This is the dumbest thing I've ever read. You know, if you're going to put in a defense, at least make it good. You know? Come on. Is this really, like, is this the best that Diddy can afford for criminal defense lawyers?
It's going to be a long bunch of trials if it is.
Come on! It also accused Jones of failing to provide specific instances with dates as to the alleged, all the stuff that he endured while working for Combs. And the motion described Jones's allegations as vague. Okay. That's part of why you go to court. You're not going to put absolutely everything. I mean, dates could be helpful, but I'm just saying. NBC News has reached out to Blackburn for comment. Combs has denied Jones's allegations, saying Mr. Jones's lawsuit is pure fiction, a shameless attempt to create media hype and extract a quick settlement. Oh, like Cassie was? Right? Right? Wasn't that all just, just wanted a quick payday? Wasn't that the quote?
Something like that.
In the statement that you put on all your social medias? Right? Okay. Combs' lawyer, Erica Wolf, said in a statement on Monday, there was no RICO conspiracy, and Mr. Jones was not, a victim of all the things that he alleged. How could you say there's no RICO conspiracy when you're under investigation for RICO by Homeland Security? Do you think they just decided to do it for funsies? Bro, there's something here.
They were bored.
For real? Oh my gosh, we are looking forward to proving in a court of law that all of Mr. Jones's claims are made up and must be dismissed. Yeah, okay, which is why you're trying to, you filed the motion to dismiss, but you're not presenting any proof whatsoever based on what I'm seeing that it is a lie. I can't. I'm screaming. Like, eternally. I can't with this. Combs' attorney wrote in Monday's motion that Jones' true purpose is to generate media hype and to exploit it to extract a settlement. It goes on to say that this is no surprise, given that Blackburn was referred to a grievance committee earlier this year, which is allegedly true, based on what I've seen. But again, you're not really showing me any proof that what they're saying is wrong. Two things can be true at the same time. That's all I'm saying. A judge referred to a concern against Blackburn to the Southern District of New York's Grievances Committee in April. The motion says after what happened appeared to be a pattern of cases with apparent jurisdiction issues, the case in which the concern originated was not related to Combs. Okay? All right. According to an opinion from the U.S. District Judge Denise Cotier, I'm not sure, Blackburn told the court he had done a database search which showed the defendant in the case to have a New York address. The defendant did not live in the state. Okay. But 5 other cases in which Blackburn had jurisdiction issues prompted the judge to make the grievance referral. A reasonable inference from Blackburn's pattern of behavior is that he improperly files cases in federal court to garner media attention, embarrass defendants with salacious allegations, and pressure defendants to settle quickly. Blackburn told NBC News in April that no grievance had been filed against him. So what is the truth? I don't know. I don't know what the truth is. But I am still stuck on this. How can you, as a lawyer, right now, while your client is under investigation by Homeland Security, buckle down on this of saying there's no RICO conspiracy? Bro, please present the evidence, man. Please. Please, because I really don't understand how you could run with this type of an argument. It makes no sense. So that's where we sit with Diddy. I don't know what is going on. I will be very interested to hear Blackburn's response. I will let you guys know when I do hear something. I know that this indictment is probably going to take a long time. And as I said the last time we talked about Diddy, I am hearing many things through the rumor mills and other YouTube creators who have covered this case. And so much of what they have said at the beginning that I've been like, there's no way that's true. It's been true. It's been true every single time. It's like absolutely insane. And a lot of them are saying that the grand jury is very much underway, that new charges are potentially being introduced, is what I am hearing. That is the speculation. So it's like this case just keeps getting bigger, allegedly. So as much as I really, truthfully, I want there to be an indictment, badly, because I'm honestly like, this man, there's something wrong here. There's no way all of this, is all just made up. The idea that it would be is laughable. And quite bluntly, we all saw that tape. We all saw what happened in that hotel. And in my opinion, I don't care about the statute of limitations. He should have been arrested for that. At minimum. So he is nowhere near innocent in my eyes. That is my opinion. And it's time for, I really feel like at this point, like this needs to go. This needs to just, we need more. We need more. And I know Homeland Security, you're busy and you're doing your best, but I'm just saying it's getting a little messed up. All right, we got a little bit of Britney updates here. I know it's been a hot minute since I've talked about Britney, but I saw a few things that I thought were kind of interesting, and I wanted to mention them. As far as professionally with Britney, we really don't have a huge amount of updates. You know, she just has the biopic that is coming, and she's going to have some involvement in that, it sounds like, which I think is excellent. I'm happy to see that for her. But everything else that has been going on does seem to be family related, personal life related. And I've been trying really hard to not focus on all of the things in her personal life because I think she deserves to have some privacy. But I did see this article and I wanted to bring it up because here's the headline. Thanks, OK Magazine. Britney Spears is sad for father Jamie as he deals with health issues, but she'll never forget the way he destroyed her life. Do you ever read an article sometimes and just think, is this really necessary? Did this need to even exist? I didn't think this needed to exist, but that's just my opinion.
They needed to meet their quota.
You guys really, really wanted us to talk about Britney. You were trying to get the clicks, and I clicked, okay? I won. You won. I lost, but it's just like, okay, here we go. Britney Spears has mixed feelings about her estranged dad as he continues to fight serious health battles. Over the past few years, Jamie, 72, has experienced colon issues, kidney problems, and he recently had one of his legs amputated following a life-threatening infection. She's sad for him, but it's not that simple to just forgive and forget the way he destroyed her life, a source spilled to the news outlets. It's extremely complicated and painful situation. Did we need this? Honestly? I have to just ask you, please let me know in the chat if the notion of this is surprising to you. Are we all shocked that Britney Spears, who was held in what was, in my opinion, an unconstitutional conservatorship, was forced to work, had her bodily autonomy taken away from her by her own father? Is it really surprising that she would be like, you know what? I can't just forgive and forget that. That's going to take some work. It's going to take some time. I don't care that he got his leg amputated. It doesn't matter. What happened, happened. Like, what even is this? My brain. Okay, this continues. And according to the source, that has given us such groundbreaking information, the situation became even more painful for the Princess of Pop, 42, when her distant sons Sean Preston and Jaden chose to pursue a relationship with their grandfather despite a past altercation that resulted in Jamie being banned from seeing the boys for several years. It hurts her that her dad is somehow more important to them than she is, the source added. It's a kick in the teeth. Source that is giving us such groundbreaking information about Britney Spears having difficulty forgiving her father. Why are we bringing the boys back into the media? How is this helpful? How is this helpful? I am team keep the kids out of the limelight. I hated that interview thing that happened, I think it was last year. It was just absolutely disgusting to me that K-Fed allowed for these boys to be interviewed by the press, to film a whole special, the 60 Minutes thing or whatever it was. It was just so absolutely disgusting. I can't. As OK previously reported on August 24th of 2019, the 72-year-old allegedly knocked a door down, grabbed Sean Preston, and allegedly shook him. He was not visibly injured from the incident, But Jamie did not fight back when their father, Kevin Federline, pushed for a restraining order. And this is also where I get confused. K-Fed got a restraining order against this man to protect their kids. And now they want to make nice. Oh, okay. I don't know if I would feel that way with my own kid. That's just my opinion. Yeah. Producer sister. Lacey is fussy today. Does she need to go out? Oh, okay. All right. It was not Kevin's desire to see Jamie Spears be prosecuted, a statement read at the time. The police report that he initiated was only for the purpose of obtaining protection orders for the children and those to remain in place. But here is the fun part about that. Who was in charge of Britney Spears at the time of this event? 2019. Jamie. It was Jamie. Jamie Spears was in charge. So he was in charge of the money. That's my speculation. So protect the kids, but keep the money. That's always been my interpretation of this. I could be wrong, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying. 5 years later, Kevin's longtime lawyer, Mark Vincent Kaplan, hi. Always, whenever Kevin Federline comes up, he's not far away. Always. Confirmed both the boys missed their grandfather and have chosen to forgive him for the incident. Okay. In the 60 Minutes Australia interview that aired in 2022, Jaden also expressed empathy for his grandfather and insisted that he believed Jamie still cares about the toxic singer. He cares about something the toxic singer has, in my opinion. Okay. He was trying to be like any father, like pursue his daughter's dream of being a superstar, working and doing all of these concerts and performing, he said at the time. Okay. I'm going to finish this and then I'm going to go off for a minute. Just give me a minute. Jaden also voiced his love for grandmother Lynn and Uncle Brian. They are not bad people. They know what we are going through now, he continued. They want our future to be what we want it to be. And they just want to watch over us. Okay, I have no doubt in my mind that Britney's family cares about Britney's kids. And bluntly put, their relationships are really like none of my business. Right? And I don't like to bring the boys into things because they're not their mom and they deserve to have their privacy. But the idea that we're painting Jamie Spears as he was trying to be like any father, like pursue his daughter's dream of being a superstar, working and doing all these concerts and performing, if that is what these boys have been told, that is laughable to me. It is purely laughable to me. Because as you, research and look into Britney's life, it becomes very apparent that where is Jamie through a lot of her career? He's not there. He's not. And then there were the whole things of him being like, my daughter's going to buy me a boat. And he was so focused on the money and swooped in with the conservatorship. And she was just so against him being a part of it whatsoever. He was not the stage dad behind her trying to help his little girl's dream come true. That's all I'm saying. Based on what we know, based on Britney's version of events, based on what I have seen from multiple documentaries and people who have studied this, that does not make sense to me. It's... Come on. Come on. I reject this. I reject it. But in good news, apparently Paris Hilton has said that Britney loves visiting her babies Phoenix and London. She just loves the kids so much. So this actually makes me happy. It appears, according to Paris, who has been a friend of Britney's for a very long time, that Britney's been coming over to her place and seeing her kids. It said that she had been over just a couple of weeks ago. Hilton added that Spears stops by the residence because she loves visiting the babies because she just loves the kids so much. I hope that this is true. And good for her. I'm glad she's going out and she's seeing friends and she's doing things that make her happy. That's awesome, Brit. I'm glad. I am glad. Mess. Anyway, there's not much else to update about Britney, but yeah, that's what's going on in the press right now, and I'm exhausted. All right, so last part I really have of the main topics here is about Jennifer Lopez. I have been watching to see if there's been any update regarding the Diddy Jennifer Lopez connection. At this time, I'm not seeing anything. And I don't want to say anything out of turn for that as well, because it could very easily become an incredibly serious situation. And I want to be fair on that front for her. But something I just want to mention. Yes, last week, Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck, it became official they were getting divorced. Jennifer filed for divorce. And since then, I mean, the press has basically just been, the entire press industry right now in entertainment is very bennifer focused. It's like bennifer or Blake Lively. Those are the two big, big, big stories that are going on. And I've seen a lot of reporting over the last number of months that is very anti-Jennifer, right? I think we've all kind of seen the whole fallout of her film and then the documentary and, you know, crazy girl running up and down the block and the bodega order. And you guys know what I mean? Like, it was inescapable for so long. And most of it, I would say 90% of it that I saw was very, very negative. And now, when I look at an outlet like People Magazine, this is all stuff that's come out in like the past week and a half, 2 weeks. I don't know what is going on with Jennifer Lopez at People Magazine, but I'm just going to read some of these headlines for you, okay? Ben Affleck has not been in touch with Jennifer Lopez's kids. Ben Affleck did not show any interest in fixing the marriage. Now she's ready to move on. Jennifer and Ben were in love with love and really gave it a try. Jennifer Lopez helped Ben Affleck become a family man again. Very important to both of them. Ben Affleck had control over documentary about marriage to Jennifer Lopez. It was his idea. Jennifer Lopez shares first Instagram story since divorce announcement, and it has a Christmas tree. Jennifer Lopez filing for divorce from Ben Affleck on their wedding anniversary speaks a ton. Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez, a full recap of her decision to file on their anniversary and more. Why Jennifer Lopez filed for divorce from Ben Affleck. She was done waiting. Ben Affleck's mood swings with big highs and big lows contributed to divorce from Jennifer Lopez. I want to be clear. This is my speculation and opinion. I don't know these people. But I take one look at this and I go, holy crap! To me, this is just like, who on Jennifer's team is calling people, and are they just like Chat GPT and give us as many like headlines as we can regarding this information to make as many articles as possible that paint Jennifer in a good light? This is excessive. This is absolutely excessive, in my opinion. And it really starts to make me think, is the lady doth protesting too much? How much of this is in Jennifer's control? I don't know. How much of this is Jennifer's PR? Well, I don't know. It was rumored like months ago that she did hire a PR team to assist her through the transition of the marriage. I don't know if it's true or not. I have no idea. But it's just kind of like, look, I don't think Ben Affleck is a saint. To be completely honest with you, and no offense to you, Ben Affleck, if you ever hear this, because I'm just being honest based on what I've seen for reporting that is positive to you and negative to you, I am seeing someone that really needs to grow up a bit. Because the idea that the glam lifestyle of Jennifer Lopez was a threat to your sobriety, but also so was your marriage to Jennifer Garner, and, you know, that you wouldn't just file... that the ring was on, then the ring was off, and the ring was on, and then the ring was off. But then at the same time, like, Jennifer clearly is not a very easy person to live with. To me, they both just look like a mess. But the thing is, the more that I look at this, you know what this is reminding me of? Brad and Angelina. The divorce that is like the lamb chop song of "This is the song that never ends." I don't know if they're ever going to end up actually finally being fully divorced. Because it's just like a marathon. It never ends. And then we're finding out that apparently there's no prenup between Jennifer and Ben. Is this going to become a whole thing? Is this going to be like a 10-year journey of the end of bennifer? I am exhausted already, but I can already see this kind of coming up on the horizon. So I don't know. Is this part of what I want to ask is when I see this type of thing and I notice that people are tuning in, I have to ask my audience because I care about what you guys think. And the question is, do you want me to cover the breakdown of bennifer? Yes or no? Because clearly I have feelings about it. I'm frustrated by it. I'm team no one in this situation at all. But I can't ignore that this is something people are clicking on. I can't ignore that people are paying attention to this. And if my audience is interested, I want to know if you guys are interested. Because I can cover this. I can try to look between the lines. I can try to look below the headlines. I can keep looking for context. I can try to get that information for you. We can do it. And I have the feeling there's going to be a lot of it coming. But I need you guys to answer honestly. Because I hear a lot of people being all like, I don't care about Jennifer Lopez. I don't care about Ben Affleck. But I see it in comment sections all the time after people have clicked on the video to watch it. Clearly you do. Because if you didn't care about it, you wouldn't have clicked on it. You know what I mean? Like if I see a video talking about the species of a specific tree in a forest in Costa Rica, like I'm not going to click on it because it doesn't matter to me. I'm not going to click on it and then leave a comment. But you see it all the time with Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck. So I don't know. Producer sister, what do you think?
I think that's pretty much spot on because it's this dialogue that doesn't match the actions. And it's also a little tough with stories in that when it's dominating the headlines.
Mm-hmm. Like no one's reporting on anything else.
Yeah, because all of the oxygen within that market is consumed by them.
Yeah.
So you're kind of pigeonholed into it.
And it's like, is this going to be one for the ages? Is this, and this is part of the thing too for me. I love pop culture. And I was talking about this with my husband last night, that there's a lot of people that think that if you're interested in pop culture, that it actually means that you're not as smart as other people. I disagree. And I disagree strongly because I think if you take a look at the way that celebrity influences people, it becomes very clear that it is a very powerful form of social influence. Let's be okay. I am in no way trying to make this political, so please be respectful in the chat and understand that I am not voicing one way or the other about any political figure. You cannot look me in the eye and tell me that Donald Trump's celebrity status had nothing to do with him eventually getting to the White House. You just can't. So if celebrity influence holds that kind of power, how is analyzing it, trying to understand it, trying to get to the root of the matter, and trying to understand people that have this type of social influence, like how is that a dumb thing? And I am not in any way trying to say that, politics and the breakdown of the marriage between Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck are at all equal. But these are the types of cases that they go on for years and years and years and years and years, and it affects the way that things move going forward. You will likely have people now who will go to their divorce lawyers that are famous or whatever and be like, I don't want a bennifer divorce. I don't want a Bride and Angelina divorce. How does that change things moving forward? All of these things matter in culture. And that's where I kind of more come in and I go, okay, how is this going to affect the future? How is this going to affect the way that things continue in this industry? I mean, I don't know. But that's usually where things I find interest in them when it comes to pop culture, right? Like, and that's kind of the thing, like I look at Britney and I go, the dissolvement of her conservatorship exposed so much, not only about the atrocities that were done to her, but also exposed the corruption within the California court system when it came to conservatorships. It has influenced legislation that has been passed. It has changed the way that people view the word conservatorship. So it's not irrelevant. It's not irrelevant to the future. So I ask all those questions. I'm gonna leave this poll going for a while, because I want to see what you guys really think. But just know I'm kind of on the fence about this, because I find it sometimes hard to care about stories like this, but I do see the value in it. But you can't escape bennifer right now. And I think I'm also just having a bit of bennifer fatigue. I was sick of it in the early 2000s, and I'm sick of it now. And I'm sick of people trying to put one of them or the other as this blameless victim through this absolute cluster dumpster fire circus that we are watching. But if it's worth covering, it's worth covering. So with that, I'll let you guys voice your opinions in this poll. If you're watching on the replay, throw a comment down below and let me know what you think. And we'll go from there. Because I don't want to be reporting on every little movement that Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck do. You know what I mean? But if there is something interesting, important, whatever, maybe it could be good. I don't know. But I want to know what you guys think. And with that, we're in halftime. How is everybody doing? How are we doing? I'm going to take a look at this poll. Let me see here. We've got 65% of you saying yes. 65% of you. Wow, that's higher than I thought. I'm not going to lie. Wow. Wow. Okay, I do need to catch up on support. Carbonized had sent in the super chat earlier saying, worser. Thank you. Thank you. It's good to see you. King Bob gifted another membership. Thank you very much, King Bob. Katie Artist sent in her super chat saying, please clip that segment of your YouTube rant. And then Lady looks at the camera like, really, YouTube? Couldn't stop laughing. Did she look at the camera? I'll have to rewind and see that, because that sounds really funny. Jackie Swan, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. It's very kind of you. Jean Rick, thank you for the super chat, the $1.99 one up. I appreciate that. Did someone say Shenanigans gifted a membership as well? You guys are so generous today. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Carbonized Stardust, losing a body part doesn't erase or negate the things he did. Is it Jamie? Yeah. He is still selfish, aying father. He's just missing a leg. Boo-hoo. I mean, you know how many people were saying when he had his leg amputated that it was karma? I didn't agree with that, because I don't think that disability or illness is ever karma. I think that's incredibly problematic viewpoint to have, and it starts to fall apart pretty quickly as you pick it apart. But I understand like what you mean. Like, just because he's sick now, that doesn't erase what he's done. Just saying. I agree. Michael Nothing, hello, has been a member for 12 months. You got your 1th. Hello, my friend. And saying, she's just Jenny from the block. Yep. Running up and down the block. Crazy girl. Shaking her hair and all that. Oh. I never thought when people just started talking about that back in the day that we would still be talking about it. I literally watched both of them, like the documentary and the film, when I flew to Florida for Andy's wedding back in June. And I was late to the party, and we're still talking about it. Oh my gosh. Just crazy. Just crazy. Okay, let me see here. Let me go back to the chat. Producer Sister.
Yeah.
Do you have any thoughts you would like to share about any of the dumpster fire in which we have discussed today?
I think it is a line that we're trying to toe of, yes, there's the salacious stuff that gets posted, like a lot of these People articles where really it's not consequential.
Mm-hmm.
In this Am I the a-hole story? Everybody sucks. And
Yes.
you're going to have to try real hard to convince me otherwise, because so far I'm holding firm on that stance.
Oh my gosh.
But it is looking for that angle of how does this really change things? Because there have been a good number of stories that do change things outside of their vacuum. And that's where it's important. And I think there are good examples of that. With Britney's case, I think with Johnny and Amber, there were those implications. And that, so when we get stories like this that are bigger, it is important to watch for those angles and report on that.
Yeah.
I think Matthew Perry is a really great example of that right now, of that story and the tragedy that it is, but the change that may come about because of it. And the lives that will be changed, saved, all those kind of things because of this situation. It's more than just the death of a celebrity. The story's so much deeper than that. So I think it'll be interesting as we progress with this. Do we get one of those angles, connotations, implications of what else will this story impact?
Yeah. And just to touch on that, actually, I did want to mention this. So I'm just grabbing the link here. I part of why I want to ask you guys about whether or not you want me to cover bennifer is bluntly put because I'm going to put the link in the chat now. We did cover Matthew Perry. It was very heavily requested, and I did, and we did a really big deep dive into everything once the press conference happened. And I have to say, out of my recent streams, it has not performed very well. Now, there's a number of reasons that can be, like people, it's the summer, people are busy. I totally get that and everything else. But as much as people were interested in this, clearly people weren't as interested. And this is also where I get frustrated, like just on a personal level, that it's like, why do more people care about Jennifer Lopez's butt than Matthew Perry's investigation?
Yeah.
And it's like, I want to focus on the stuff that's serious, but if people aren't checking in, I'm trying to make a career out of this. I'm trying to make a job out of this. I can't do that if I'm not covering the things that people want to click on. And that's really frustrating. And then at the same time, you also get criticism from people being like, this is such a stupid story. Why is everybody talking about it? Well, why are you clicking on it? Make it make sense. I don't know. So I will say, if you missed it, we did a great stream on Matthew Perry. We went into a lot of things. It was very emotional for me. It was a very difficult one for me to do, but I'm glad we did. We also did a fun stream last Friday night. We're trying different time slots so that angels from all around the world can join us live, because I've been receiving a lot of feedback lately from people that are in places like Australia and Japan that they're having, it's difficult for them to be able to join us live. And fair. So if we can do different time slots, I think that would be really neat. And so we're trying out different ones. So I talked about something I was very passionate about on Friday night. I think we had a good time in the stream. It was a lot of fun. So, I mean, if you're interested in watching either of those streams, please consider adding them to like your watch later or whatever and checking in with it, because I think it was a lot of fun. I think we really enjoyed it. And I had a lot of really positive feedback about Friday night. It was different, but it was fun. It was fun. And I'm glad we did it. And I think I think we'd like to do something like it again.
Yeah.
Sorry, my eyes are really itchy. Ugh. Is anybody else's allergies right now like horrible?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, it's so bad right now. Oh, and like I take allergy meds every day, but it's breaking through, and I'm just like, this is brutal. This is brutal. King Bob, how about a story on Matthew Perry's butt? I don't know if I want to do that. I don't think I want to do that. Oh, Christine just said, love the Muppet stream. Well, thank you. Thank you. I was very, it's a big part of my heart. It's a big part of my heart, the Muppets. And I have a lot of things I would love to talk about that aren't necessarily the most popular things in pop culture, but I think that they're fascinating and people should talk about them more. So all those types of things.
And I think that's kind of what we're thinking along those lines for a third stream, where it wouldn't be as scripted, a more relaxed just conversation talking about some of these things and
but that's
your guys' view is on them too.
And I will say too, like, to be completely honest, that type of like not having things as structured for me is very nerve-wracking. I have always functioned from a place of being over prepared, which is my strength, but it's also my weakness.
I'm trying to convince her that it doesn't have to be as prepared.
But I want it to be prepared because what if I'm sitting here and I don't have anything to say and I look stupid?
We'll come up with something to say. But you look at that and how much the conversation just flowed.
Yeah. I'm just afraid I'm going to be sitting here and the only thing that's going to come to my mind is, my name is John Dacre.
Well, then we'll watch John Dacre.
Praise the Lord is risen today. Like, you know, and I'm just sitting here like, what do I even do? And I don't want to do that to you guys. So
I think when it's something you're passionate about, the conversation comes.
Yes.
Because it's organic.
Yes.
When it's forced, that's when you have a problem.
Yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, we have a What the What today.
You also have some...
And I have more support. Oh my goodness, you guys, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, let me go back here. DVD has been a member for 12 months. You got your month! Congratulations! Saying, yay, I get my month! Love this channel and community. We love you. Thank you so much, DVD, for choosing us and the way that you do over and over. It means the world to us. And did someone say Shenanigans gifted a membership as well? Thank you so much. Producer Sister.
Yeah.
May I ask, how many gifted memberships have we had?
We are at 16.
We are at 16. We are Team Even.
Mm-hmm.
Team Even, you all are winning. Congratulations. Thank you guys so much. Lacey, do you want to say hello to everybody? You've been requested. I've seen it in the chat. She's sorry, I don't know if you guys can see. I need to get a Lacey cam. She's just like, what? What, now? Now you guys want to see me? When I was restless before? Let me see what I can grab. Let me see if I can grab her. Hang on. Do you want to come? Okay, you're getting up. All right. Okay. It's only if you want to. Oh, thank you! You burped right away! Thank you, Lacey. I hope you all feel blessed by the bear burp. Yeah. Good girl. Good girl. I think she's finally starting to, like, catch up on sleep after everything that's happened over the past few weeks. Yeah. We've been on such high alert with everybody. Yeah, I know. Sarah B, to be clear, I always want to see Lacey no cap. She knows. She knows. Good girl. Let you rest. It's okay. The ball's right there. You didn't lose it. It's okay. I just moved the ball so I didn't put her down on top of it. And now she's like, you moved my ball from where I had it. I'm sorry. So sorry. Kelbear just said, I don't know if you know this, Kim, but that Instagram you shared of the one Reddit story, she got banned from Reddit for posting her wedding song? I'm not sure which one you mean. Producer Sister, are you aware of this?
I know the one with the ice sculpture.
Oh, she got
banned because she started a new subreddit to basically bash moderators who were overusing their power, in her opinion.
Okay.
It's messy.
It's getting messy.
It's messy.
It's getting very messy. You know, it just kind of reminds me of, I feel like at one point I need to show you guys this clip. It's just this hairdresser doing this lady's hair. And the lady just kind of freaks out while in the chair. And the hairdresser kind of calls her out on being Karen and being crazy and just goes, that was a lot, Robin. I feel like she is the like this person with the ice sculpture is like the definition of, this was a lot. I don't know what her name is, but
her screen name is Juliet Pepperwood.
That was a lot, Juliet. Like, it was a lot. Please stop. Oh my goodness. Yeah, rip Ice Swan, exactly, General Scott. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, let me just double check here. We are good. Okay, all good. Yeah, Sarah B. Yes, that lady was so entitled, right? Is that not like crazy? That clip was nuts. It was absolutely ridiculous. Oh, please show us. I don't know if I can, Nicole.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure what the copyright is on it. That may be like a members only stream that I can show you that. I don't want to get in trouble for it. So, but it's pretty wild. It's pretty wild. Alrighty. Yeah, Katie just said then she was gaslighting everyone when they didn't believe her. Like, it was real and then it wasn't. It was real and then it wasn't. It just kept changing. It was
I don't even know anymore.
I don't know anymore. I don't know what to say anymore. And it's like, I don't really want to give it any more screen time. You know what I mean? Because bizarre. Literally bizarre at this point. Oh, General Scott gifted a membership. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. That brings us back to Team Odd, right?
Yeah.
That'd be 17? 17. Sweet. Can we get to 20? I don't know. Either way, I am thankful. I am happy. I appreciate it. I am going to ask you guys to please consider hitting that like button because I have seen the views in here higher than the likes that are right now. So I would appreciate it if you guys would consider doing that. It helps me out a lot and it is free 99 to do. All right. We have a What the What today.
Mm-hmm.
I think we may need to explain a little bit
Yeah.
before we start.
It is an idea we have toyed and talked about
It's different.
for a while.
It's different than anything we've done before.
And, okay, I'm going to say this. When you hear the title, give us a minute.
Give us a minute. Give us a minute.
And we will explain more for those who may not have a history in this.
Because I know some of you are immediately going to see it and go, oh, I'm in. I'm
Yeah.
in. Let's go.
It's going to go to one of two
ways.
ways.
Okay. So here we are for What the What. Let's do this. I'm excited. My eyes are watering because allergies. But we're gonna do this. We're gonna do it. Okay. So the What the What today is this is why you always proofread the bulletin. Okay. So for those of you asking, what are you talking about? What is a bulletin? A bulletin is a program that you are given when you go to church or something like a funeral,
Mm-hmm.
where there's usually announcements in there. There is, these events are coming up, or, this is how much money we raise for this charity, or if it's a funeral, here's the order of events. Here are the songs we're going to be singing today. Here are the lyrics that are in here, all of that stuff. So it's a very proper document that is essentially given to you as you walk into, usually I would consider it not necessarily formal, but
It's not a joke.
it's definitely not a joke, and the information that is in that bulletin is very relevant. Usually there is a lot of information that has to fit into these bulletins. And so the real estate is in high demand, and it's important that things are written clearly, no confusion, and you're not wasting any space.
Yeah. And this is basically like, especially within the church, this is your advertising to get people to come to your events,
Yes.
right? If people don't know about it, they're not going to come.
Yes.
So you want to be clear in all of the details as well as making it something they want to see.
Yeah. Now, we have personal experience with this because my mom worked for a church for a long time, and part of what she oversaw was the bulletin. So my mom would make multiple of these. And she did them for the church service as well as for like funerals or other very important events. And it was something that she took very seriously, and it needed to be taken very seriously because I think, do you want to share 2 examples we have that we saw with that? Okay, so like there was a funeral one.
Yeah, we were working the funeral.
We were working the funeral, and I don't believe Mom did this one.
No. But we were just printing the lyric sheet, and we noticed a typo.
There is a song that is very popular at a lot of Christian funerals called "It Is Well With My Soul." It has a very dark history of someone who basically lost their entire family, and it is a song that he wrote out of grief. and it was not spelled right to the point. What it said, it is
a well.
It is a well
soul.
with my soul. So like a physical well. It is a physical well with my soul in the midst of their grief. And there was another one that had, it was a advertisement for a birthday party for Jesus.
At Christmas.
At Christmas time. And the word, I have to be coded here.
This part was sent to our mom to be put in the bulletin.
She did not write this.
It was supposed to be Jesus was born.
It wasn't. It was another word that rhymes with born that starts with a P. So yes, the order was to print like a couple hundred copies of it, to give out to families with children to inform them that Jesus is born. The way we all cried. The way we all laughed and cried at the, like, it was absolutely nuts. Momo, thank you. At least it didn't say it is hell with my soul. This is the energy. This is what happens in these bulletins. And this is why you always proofread the bulletin. So what Producer Sister has found is a list of typos from bulletins.
These ones made it to print, people.
And this is why. Yes, Stephen Schwartz, apparently, according to this person who did not spell check what they sent to be printed in mass. So
the problem is some of these get through spell check because the words are spelled correctly.
This is why something like Grammarly is very helpful. Shameless plug. I mean, sponsor me if you want, man. But like, yeah, proofreading is your friend. Always get someone to do it. Let's go. So just keep in mind that these were all printed. This is apparently all real to the best of our knowledge. Off we go. Okay, so the first. For those of you who have children and don't know it, we have a nursery downstairs. This could have been written better. Do you have children and don't know it? Where are your children? What time is it? Do you know? Is it 9 o'clock? Do you know where your children are?
They magically appeared.
They magically appear. Oh gosh. Okay. The 8th graders, okay, I haven't read any of these, so here we go. The 8th graders will be presenting Shakespeare's Hamlet in the church basement on Friday at 7 p.m. That's a choice. Hamlet, though?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Put a 1 in the chat if you've seen the VeggieTales episode of Omelette. Let me know. Let me know. The congregation is invited to attend the tragedy. Stop. You are invited to attend the tragedy.
We got high expectations of this production.
I so desperately want to see the way that these were like graphicked. You know what I mean? Like was it like in beautiful cursive underneath? You just imagine it like a clip art thing of Shakespeare, like the drama masks, and then the congregation is invited to attend the tragedy. Like, oh gosh, can't. Okay, this being Easter Sunday, we will ask Ms. Lewis to come forward and lay an egg on the altar. Stop! No! Miss Lewis! Miss Lewis, what are you doing?
Some of them you can see what they were going for, like what it was supposed to be. I haven't figured this one out.
I mean, the fact that kind of the Easter egg thing is kind of pagan in the first place, too, that kind of always gets me. But yes, lay an egg on said altar. That's, why is an altar even spelled right? Thank you, Tindy, for someone saying shenanigans. Miss Lewis does have skills, Stephen Schwartz. I'm just saying, the talent that is hidden within church congregations, everyone. We all need to be very aware.
As Katie said, Mrs. Lewis has a secret.
She does. She does. Loud goose noises. Thank you. Okay, I need to sip for a second. I can't look at anything. Water will come out my nose. Oh my gosh. Okay. The preacher will preach his farewell message, after which the choir will sing, "Break forth with joy." What's this preacher preaching?
Well, he's gone. It's his last
He's
message.
gone. It's his last one. Break forth with joy.
Yay, it's over.
And there was much rejoicing.
Yep.
Yay. Oh my gosh. No. No, no, no. Thursday night. Potluck supper. Prayer and medication will follow.
What you people cooking?
Oh my god. And it's also farewell massage.
Yeah.
I just saw. Oh my gosh. Preach his farewell massage, and then we will sing "Break Forth with Joy." What is happening? Okay, hang on though. Okay, Thursday night potluck supper, prayer and medication will follow. Is anyone else having flashbacks to the Johnny Depp trial of dinner and drugs after the reception or whatever it was called on the outline? The cuddle puddle, I can't. Why did someone say shenanigans? Why is he giving a farewell massage? I don't know. Maybe after they broke forth with joy, prayer and medication followed. I don't know. They had muscle relaxants. Everybody just had a good time after. I don't know. Okay. Kyle, happy ending pastor. Oh, Lord, please no. Please no. Okay. Scouts are saving aluminum cans, bottles, and other items to be recycled. Proceeds will be used to cripple children.
I think you missed a couple
We
words.
missed a word! We missed the word help! And the thing is, my brain immediately goes to, these were probably situations in which this was printed.
Yeah.
Many a time before it was caught.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. The visuals this creates in my brain, I can't. The outreach community has enlisted 25 visitors to make calls on people who are not afflicted with any church.
Affiliated people.
Stop! What?
You okay?
These 25 visitors, man! What happened? What happened? Oh my gosh, okay.
We got 25 dark stories going on.
Number 8 is evening massage. 6 p.m. Again, we've got to double check the spelling of message and massage. They mean different things. They're very different words.
Very different.
They're very different words. Robin, thankfully I haven't come down with a case of the church. You know what? I think that's good for you. I love that for you. Stay healthy. Oh. Gosh. Calbear, were these written by SpongeBob? I don't know. Oh, okay. Next one. Number 9, the pastor would appreciate it if the ladies of the congregation would lend him their electric girdles for the pancake breakfast next Sunday morning. Okay. First of all, why is it that the ladies of the congregation have to provide anything for the pancake breakfast?
Well, I'm pretty sure the men don't have girdles.
I know. I'm assuming that it meant griddle.
Yes.
But I'm just saying, gentlemen have griddles too.
But
Men too. But electric girdles. What is an electric girdle? Is it like...
It keeps you warm in the winter.
Does it come with the evening massage? Like what? I I think some of these pastors are massage therapists, Katie. I think this is the side hustle. This is the new side hustle. I'm concerned. Vibrating girdles. I don't know, Ken. I don't know. There's some weird stuff happening in the sanctuary. I don't know what's going on. Number 10. The audience is asked to remain seated until the end of the recession. Oh, we're going to be sitting for a while.
It's going to be a bit.
I hope y'all have your phone and can Uber Eats, because we're going to be here for a bit. We're going to Postmates up in here. We may need to get some inflatable mattresses. We're all just kind of going to hang out for a while. A long, long while.
Yep.
Oh, wow. Alrighty. Next 5. Number 11. Low self-esteem group.
Support group.
Low self-esteem support group will meet Thursday at 7 to 8:30 p.m. Please use the back door.
Why the back door?
Why the back door? Why can't they come through the front door?
Why aren't they good enough?
Why aren't they good enough for the front door? Why aren't they good enough to be seen coming through the front entrance? Why? The thing is, I could see there being like an event, maybe like, you know, through the main doors, and there was like a back door they could go through, but oh gosh. Oh. Oh, number 12. Ushers will eat latecomers.
I think it was supposed to be seat.
I mean, they've got to get the electric girdles. We got to make the pancakes. We're all going to come in through the back door, and then the ushers will eat everyone that comes late.
How dare you come
This
late?
is going to be a party. I don't know what's going on. Melier, low esteem people only deserve the back door. Lol, the front is for people with high self-esteem. Apparently. Sarai, why not say, families, please help out by bringing your electric griddles? And that's the thing, they could have said it that way, but they didn't. They did not. Oh, okay. Thank you, Try Not. I do get hungry at church, but yeah. Yeah, no. This is...
Well, that's why we have the medication for after the potluck.
It's true. That's why we're all getting medicated.
We created this whole narrative.
Oh gosh, this is like a whole thing. We're gonna make it all work in like some weird, like expanded universe. The third verse of the Blessed Assurance will be sung without musical accomplishment. You could just say a cappella.
You could.
Because I'm assuming that's supposed to be accompaniment.
I believe so.
But no, the third verse of Blessed Assurance will be sung without musical accomplishment.
I also don't know why that needed to be put in a bulletin.
And the nice thing is because there won't be any musical accomplishment going on in the background, we'll be able to hear the ushers eating the latecomers. What? Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. The Rev Merriweather spoke briefly, much to the delight of the audience. Oh, are we roasting Reverend Merriweather now?
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are. Maybe the audience was too busy eating the latecomers. I don't know. You know. Merriweather. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. That sucks. That sucks for Reverend Merriweather. During the absence of our pastor, we enjoyed the rare privilege of hearing a good sermon. What? When J.F. Stubbs supplied our pulpit. Who wrote that?
Someone who's got a vendetta against the
pastor.
pastor.
The shade. The shade of it all. Oh, call Latrice. Wow. We enjoyed the rare privilege of hearing a good sermon. Wow.
That's shots fired.
That's brutal. Oh. Was that Reverend Merriweather?
I don't know.
Reverend Merriweather wasn't at the church, so they had the rare privilege of hearing a good sermon? Oh my gosh. Yeah, Kyle's like, I'm assuming these are all from the same Jacksonville church. Is this the Church of Jacksonville?
There we go.
I love this, where the ushers eat people. Okay. Producer sister.
Yeah.
How many of these are there?
We might have to split this into 2.
Okay.
There's 90.
What?
So we've done a 6th.
I think Grammarly may need to start promoting in churches.
This is taking a little longer than I had anticipated.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Next Sunday, Miss Vincent will be the soloist for the morning service. The pastor will then speak on "It's a Terrible Experience." Miss Vincent and Reverend Merriweather. What's happening to you guys? Oh my gosh. Again, I want to believe all of these are typos, but a part of me thinks, no, this is shade.
Some of them I think are shade.
This is shade.
The last, 15, the good sermon, that's shade.
Oh, like, for real. And, this is part of, one of the things we talked about before on this show is I've met some wonderful, wonderful people through church. Some of my favorite people in the entire world. I met my husband through church. I've also met some of the most garbage people I've ever interacted with in my life that literally, it is impressive the level of just complete garbage some people are. And I honestly, it takes effort. I believe that this is a craft that some of these people have just woken up and decided they are going to work on every single day. That they are going to blow past the expectations of what it is like to be a bad person and take it to a whole nother dimension. And most of those people I have met through church. But the absolute opposite has been true as well. And there always seems to be, I think in some of these cases, these subtle, shady, mean people that absolutely would write something like this in a bulletin to throw shade and to bully somebody. It's literally the same as the people in small groups that are just praying that are like, I know that this shouldn't leave the room, and this is confidential, and we're just going to pray about it together, and we're just going to join hands and go, Father, please be with Sally as she struggles with her battle with sexual sin, so that she can turn and learn from and turn away from her ways, because she's such a filthy whore. Amen. I'm just saying, this is a mentality amongst some of these people.
But at least they get shaded in forever and eternity on some of these things.
Oh, please. It's just, and that's the thing. I read this and I go, oh no, the person who wrote this bulletin, they don't like Mrs. Vincent. I don't know what Mrs. Vincent did, but something happened there. Maybe she stole a casserole recipe or something, like that song. She stole my broccoli casserole recipe. All right. Due to the rector's illness. What? Wednesday healing services will be discontinued until further notice. I have so many questions. I'm guessing the director's illness.
I hope so.
But it became rector, which is putting a different thought in my mind currently. Yep. But the healing services will be discontinued.
Because he's sick.
Until he feels better. This is concerning. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like a person I would go to for healing prayer, if I find out they're sick, I'm gonna be like, do we all need to be baptized in holy water? What is going on? This is concerning. This is very concerning. Kyle just said, I have a friend on my Facebook list that has self-appointed herself as God's hand. She's a crazy zealot based on the things she posts. Yep. Facebook is a whole nother... Again, it's the constant battle I have of, do I return to Facebook for the drama?
But you ran
or
from
do I
Facebook.
protect my peace? Oh, Ken just said rectory is a home in church. What? I've never heard of that. Yeah, carbonized, I'm the same. I'm reading the same thing. I'm not saying it out loud, but I'm hearing the same thing in my head. Not gonna lie. Okay, let's keep going. Stewardship offertory. Jesus paid it all.
All of it.
I'm guessing this is what they're saying, that there will be an offering. And they're going to be playing the song, Jesus Paid It All. All to him I owe, blah, blah, blah. That's awkward. That is awkward. The music for today's service was all composed by George Friedrich Handel in celebration of the 300th anniversary of his birth. I'm guessing he wrote hymns?
Yeah.
300 years ago?
Handel's Messiah, Kim.
Oh!
But he didn't write it for the 300th anniversary of his birth.
This could have been written better.
Yes, it could.
Thank you, Katie. He's been there a long time.
And just with Ken's point that rectory is a home church, we usually call it a manse or a parsonage.
Oh.
So.
All these different words.
Yeah.
We're learning.
Learning.
Thank you. Okay, the next one. Remember in prayer the many who are sick of our church and community. We have to pray for Sally because she's such a filthy whore. Again, I don't believe that's a typo. I don't.
No, it's supposed to
who are sick
in our church and community.
I'm just saying it could be subtle shade.
I think that was a
we
typo.
have to pray for all of those who are in the midst of deconstruction. That evil word. Kyle, yup, they be me. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Oh. Okay. The concert held in Fellowship Hall was a great success. Good for Fellowship Hall. Special thanks are due to the minister's daughter, who labored the whole evening at the piano, which as usual fell upon her. You make me do too much labor all day, every day. No! Could you at least say her name?
Nope.
Or is she just minister's daughter?
Minister's daughter.
How rude! How rude! She has a name and I want to know her name. Good for you for laboring at the piano the whole evening. I hope you were paid.
I more have a vision of her in labor at the piano, which then fell on her.
I'm just saying, to me, okay, I have to be careful with my wording here. Sometimes people that work on staff at a church, their families get pulled into having to do stuff at the church. And there's a lot of responsibility that gets thrown on specific people. At points, it becomes assumed, oh yes, they will do it. It's fine. Why do I get the feeling this minister's daughter is one of these people? They deserve better. That's all I'm saying.
I just have this visual of not the piano, but in How I Met Your Mother at Lily and Marshall's wedding, the harpist was in labor.
Oh.
That's where my brain went.
Yeah, Dreadnought just said, I think the piano falling upon her as usual would have hurt more than not being named.
Yeah. Especially if she was in labor.
This needs to be written better. And the minister's daughter, regardless of the scenario that actually happened here, deserves better.
She has a name.
Carbonized just said, Kim, Jesus already paid. Stop. Seraphine, that's it. I'm pushing the piano over and writing in the bulletin Okay, we gotta keep going. 22 members were present at the church meeting held at the home of Ms. Marcia Crutchfield last evening. Marcia. Ms. Crutchfield, I just read ahead. Ms. Crutchfield and Ms. Rankin sang a duet. The Lord knows why. Stop! Oh. Proofread, please. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna start crying. This is ridiculous. Lord knows why. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I've had times where I've seen people do musical numbers in church and I've been like,
why?
Father, why? Why? Why did you allow this? I think we shared some of those stories a bit briefly during the John Dacre share-a-thon of that. I said something to the effect of that I've never seen someone perform and it be that cringy, and then producer sister reminded me of when I had I legitimately had I muted the mic and she reminded me of a specific situation and I just like I had blocked it out. I had fully blocked it out because of how horrible it was. Oh my gosh. Okay. What? Songfest was
held.
HE double hockey stick?
Not held.
Oh, at the Methodist Church Wednesday. I don't think that that's where that's supposed to be.
No. It's very hot.
Is HE double hockey stick now at a Methodist church? Oh my gosh! John Dacre and everybody came from the First Methodist Church! That includes me, right? Thank you, General Scott. Eat the latecomers. The Lord knows why. I want to see this song fest now. It sounds like it was really intense. Maybe they played like some Aussie or something. I don't know. Okay. Today's sermon. How much can a man drink? With hymns from a full choir. I don't know. How much can a man drink? Were they at the Methodist church for the song fest?
How bad was the choir?
How bad was the choir? I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. There have been church services where the music would have driven me to drink if there was alcohol. I would have been very happy if there was an open bar. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Katie, Jesus made water into wine that day. Wow. All right. Hymn number 43. Great God, what do I see here? Preacher, the Rev Horse Plaget, hymn 47, hark, an awful voice is sounding? What? That's a different hymnal.
Yeah.
Hark, an awful voice is sounding. Like, that's what I should have done at that one time where I saw that performer and I blocked it out of my mind. I should have stood up and gone, hark! An awful voice is sounding! Make it stop! Make it stop or the ushers shall eat you! This is so stupid. Oh my gosh. Okay. We're at 25.
Yep.
I don't think we're gonna do all 90.
No.
I think let's go to 50
or go to 45. That's
go to
half.
45. Okay.
We do half today, half on Wednesday.
That's fine. Okay, if you guys are down for that, let me know if you're put a 1 in the chat if you guys are okay with that. Oh my gosh. Okay. On a church bulletin during the minister's illness, God is good. Dr. Hargreaves is better. I'm getting better. I am happy. Oh my gosh. Okay. Don't let worry kill you off. Let the church help.
going for, but it didn't come out that way.
I don't think if I had been given if someone had given me that bulletin, I think I would have ended up on the floor. I would have been rolling on the sanctuary floor. Oh my gosh. Don't let worry kill you off. Let the church help. Like, seriously. I don't know if I can even do this. I just was like... Brothers and sisters. Don't let worry kill you off. Let the church help. Let them help. I can't. I can't. Okay, I'm not okay. Okay. The 1997 Spring Council Retreat will be HE double hockey stick May 10th and 11th. Those aren't going to be good days.
No. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to me, but I mean, they would not be good days. The pastor is on vacation. Massages can be given to the church secretary.
She gets to unwind.
She must consent. Oh my gosh. Stop. You know, I think there's probably a lot of worried people in this church that maybe would appreciate being given massages to help with their stress levels. And you said let the church help. Maybe they should be going to them.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. The rosebud on the altar this morning is to announce the birth of David Allen Belzer, the sin of Reverend and Mrs. Julius Belzer.
They did something bad.
A strong choice or just a mistake? A strong choice or just a mistake?
Considering the O and the I are next to one another on the keyboard, I'm going with mistake.
Probably mistake. But again, imagine this. You go and you sit down in church and the announcement of the birth of the reverend's child is this in the bulletin. I think I would probably cry laughing. Yep. I would not... Oh my gosh. I might throw up. Like, oh. That's nuts. Okay.
Is it the reverend's?
Is it?
We don't know.
Is it? This afternoon, there will be a meeting in the south and north ends of the church. Children will be baptized at both ends.
I don't have a clue what this was supposed to be.
I guess they have two baptismal tanks. One is at the south end of the church, and one is at the north end. And if kids wanted to get baptized, they could go to either or, and... Come on. Come on. This can't be serious, man. How do you read that? And... I can't. Okay. 32. Tuesday at 4 p.m., there will be an ice cream social. All ladies giving milk will please come early.
Apparently we're making the ice cream.
What kind of ice cream are we making?
Humankind?
I don't want it.
No.
I don't want it. No, and they'd have to come very early. Oh my gosh. That is not in any of the Ninja Creamy
Nope.
recipe books. That is not how we make ice cream.
You have to freeze those for 24 hours.
I'm not okay. This... Some of these are typos, and some of these are just reading comprehension is a concern.
Yeah.
This is, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Come on. Wednesday and the ladies' liturgy? Liturgy?
Yeah.
What is that?
I'm not sure.
That's a gap in my knowledge. Liturgy group will meet Mrs. Johnson and will sing put me in my little bed, accompanied by the pastor. There's a lot there that I have questions about.
Okay, liturgy is a form, it's worship.
Okay. So there will be a worship group. Mrs. Johnson will sing "Put Me in My Little Bed," accompanied by the pastor. I don't want the pastor accompanying anyone singing that song.
Why is anyone singing
Why
that
are
song?
we singing "Put Me in My Little Bed"? Just this is concern. Oh wow, the debauchery and all of these.
Seriously.
Thursday at 5 p.m. there will be a meeting of the Little Mothers Club. Oh, all ladies wishing to be little mothers will meet with the pastor in his private study.
Don't go.
The lack of self-awareness. And that doesn't... What's the point here? Why are they doing this?
If you want to be a mother.
No! This is icky. This is icky. I don't want anyone accompanying, like, no pastor should be accompanying you to put you in your little bed.
Nope.
They shouldn't be meeting with little mothers in private in their study. This is concerning. I'm smelling class action lawsuit. This is a no.
Yeah.
This is a no. This service will close with little drops of water. One of the ladies will start quietly and the rest of the congregation will join in. Okay.
What is little drops of water?
I don't know. I am very concerned. I am looking at the chat and you guys all losing it at the last one. I'm sorry. This is nuts. Okay. $36. The ladies of the church have cast off clothing of every kind. They can be seen in the church basement Saturday. What is happening?
I know what they were trying to say.
What were they trying to say?
That they're doing like a clothing gift. Like they donated clothes and all of them can be seen in the basement.
Why is it cast off clothing?
Because they are getting rid of old clothing. It's a very convoluted way of saying it.
Phrasing! This, oh my gosh. Soraya, I'm sorry. She said I'm laughing so hard my tummy is getting a workout.
You're welcome.
Marsha, oh please, put your clothes on. Yeah, no, for real. A bean supper will be held on Tuesday evening in the church hall. Music will follow. What is a bean supper?
I don't know, but I don't want to be in there after.
This is a bad idea.
This is a very bad idea.
This is a very bad idea. Oh gosh.
The smells in that hall after.
No. No. Why aren't people meeting with the pastor after that? At the evening service tonight, the sermon topic will be, what is HE double hockey stick? Follow and listen to our choir practice.
Come early.
Reading comprehension, everyone. Will the choir answer the question of what is HE double hockey stick?
Quite possibly.
Come early to find out. Oh, gosh. Okay. Next Sunday, a special collection will be taken to defray the cost of new carpet. All those wishing to do something on the new carpet will come forward and get a piece of paper. What are we doing on the carpet? Why don't you do something on the carpet, apparently?
Why wouldn't you do it on the old carpet?
Why? What are we doing on the new carpet?
I don't think it's going to be new after.
No, we gotta stop. Exactly, Kyle. Reading Rainbow. It's a good thing. It's the Lord's work. Like, this is nuts. Oh. The over 60s choir will be disbanded for the summer with thanks. Praise be. I'm sorry. I may have to cut this out if we get hit. Give me a second. Because now all I can think of is this one thing. And I feel like it's been shown so much that...
Are you finding Wanda?
No.
Aww.
I am reminded... Hang on. Of a YouTube video. I will have to stop and start. I'm going to attempt to give credit. Please do not claim me. Not try to be disrespectful at all. Thank you to this person. This was an elderly choir singing Hot in Here from back in the day. I'm just gonna play this. Let me know if you guys have seen this before, because this always pops in my head whenever I hear this song now. It's horrible. It also did pop in my head when we saw Nelly the other day open for Janet Jackson. Yep, we've got our robes on. I can't.
It's getting hot in here.
No.
So take off all your clothes.
I'm
getting so hot. I'm gonna take my robe off. It's getting...
Yeah. This happened. It's getting hot in here. So I'm gonna take my robe off. Yep. The over 60s choir will be disbanded for the summer with thanks. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Well, YouTube's not yelling at me yet. Not yelling at me. Thank you for not claiming. But yes, that was the whole thing. I will add it to the source doc. You guys can watch it in full if you want. But yes, yeah. These are the things that pop in my head now. I know, Kyle. I'm sorry. You can't unsee that. I know.
These are the things that live rent-free in our brains, so we have to pass it along to you guys.
Yeah. And you have to tell you, I have no idea how to explain to you. When you're standing in an arena with a bunch of people that are all singing that song in the spirit of the actual spirit of that song, and all I'm hearing in my head is the over 60s choir. Yeah. It's a moment. And now you all get to suffer with me. Yep. All right. I guess this is our last one.
Last slide.
41. Weight Watchers will meet at 7 p.m. at the First Presbyterian Church. Use large double door at the side entrance. Stop! That is shade. That is 100% shade. That is shade.
You could have just said, please use side entrance.
You didn't have to say use large double door. Oh my gosh. They don't need to know that they're large. They already know. That's why they're coming. To Weight Watchers. How rude. How rude. 42. 8 new choir robes are currently needed due to the addition of several new members and to the deterioration of some older ones. Again. Reading comprehension. Oh gosh, Kyle, today is my dad's 65th birthday today, so I'm going to share that to him now. Oh, what, the hot in here? Send my regards. Happy birthday.
And we're sorry.
We're sorry, but also send my regards. 43. Miss Johnson will be entering the hospital this week for testes. Is Miss Johnson still going by Mrs., or has pronouns been changed at this point? I am confused. I am confusion. I don't know how I should be addressing Johnson. I'm not sure. I can't. Okay. The senior choir invites any member of the congregation who enjoys sinning to join the choir. I mean, maybe they all want to get hot in here.
Exactly.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I am getting so hot. I'm gonna take my robe off. Please join us as we show support for Amy and Alan, who is preparing for the girth of their first child. Is Amy investigating different methods for her birthing plan?
I hope so.
I think that may be necessary. I hope Amy is going to be all right. Prayers to Amy.
Yep.
She will be in our thoughts.
Thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and prayers for the girth of your first child. Okay. Yeah, there's no way we can do the rest of them. Oh my gosh.
That's half.
That was half of them and we're almost at 2 hours. No. Oh my gosh. Can I get some love in the chat for producer sister who put all of that together for us?
We still didn't get to my favorite one.
I'm sorry. We'll have to get to it after. Like, we'll get there soon. We'll get there soon. Well, that was a ride. We had massages. We had cannibalism.
Some very unfortunate meetings.
Very unfortunate meetings. Very questionable behavior from pastors. Times that now I believe there should be open bars at church services. You know, all that good stuff. All that good stuff. Praise be. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Just like... The other thing too is I'm reading these, a part of me is just hearing like Jamie Lee Curtis in my head being like, trauma. Generational trauma. PTSD. Trauma. PTSD. I'm not okay. All right, we're in last call now. Now is the time. If you have questions, I don't know if I can answer any of the questions you have in your mind right now, but you know, if you got questions, if you want to send in any last minute support, now is the time. All that good stuff. Producer sister.
Yeah.
Where are we at on the memberships?
18.
We are at 18. Thank you guys so much. Welcome to the 18 new Space Angels. It is so good to have you guys. Thank you for all of the super chats and the stickers and everything you guys have sent in. It means the world to me. Thank you, General Scott, for the PayPal you sent in. You guys are incredibly generous, and I so appreciate it. And General Scott, I did see. Well, praise the Lord, already paid, because all of us have
insufficient funds. You ain't got no money. Ooh.
He did pay it all.
Mm-hmm.
And now our choir can sing. Ooh. Oh my gosh, just there was so much there. My brain can't even like oh my brain. Carbonize, yes, I was cry laughing there for a bit, right? Church humor, guys. If you're not in on it, you need to be.
It's fun.
It's great. It's great. Church humor is amazing.
We got another 45 on Wednesday.
We got more. I feel like maybe we need to do like a greatest hits of the first one just to get people warmed up for it, the second one, because oh, that was funny. Oh my gosh. Oh, King Bob, thank you for the gifted membership. That's very kind of you. That brings us to 19. Oh, General just gave another one. We're at 20. We're back to Team Even. Thank you guys, and welcome to the 20 new Space Angels. You guys are wonderful. Holy crap. Like, oh, General Scott gave another one. We're at 21. Thank you very much. You guys are wonderful. Thank you. This is just so silly. All of it. All of it. I'm not okay. Well, guys, I'm going to check in with the chat, see how you guys are doing. Kyle just said I have a lot of questions.
We all do.
I don't know where to start. Yep.
I think with that topic, it's one we talked about a long time ago, and for whatever reason never got around to it, and I saw an article over the weekend, and I'm like, yep.
We found it.
We're going to do it this time.
We found it. Oh, thank you. Did someone say Shenanigans just gifted a membership as well? That brings us to 22. Thank you very much. Katie Artist, do you give massages? No. No. Coordination with these hands, not great. Not great. Not really what you want. No. Let me see here. Oh, thank you, General Scott, for another gifted membership. My goodness, you guys are amazing. So that's the 22nd. That's 22nd? No?
23.
23rd?
Yes.
Okay, we got 23. That's awesome. Thank you very much, you guys, and welcome to the 23 new ones. Oh gosh, carbonized. I want to know who did what to the carpet. Yeah. I want to know, but I don't. You know what I mean? It's that awkward moment of, do I want this? Do I? I don't know. I don't know if I want
I don't know
this.
what's more scarring, the truth or what you could concoct in your head.
Both are bad.
Both are bad.
Both are bad. Both are very bad. Wow. I'm tired. I am exhausted. Oh my gosh. Guys, that was so much fun. Thank you all so much for being here. I think we got a couple minutes and then I'll need to stop the stream. I got a lot of stuff I got to get done tonight, so I can't stay for a super long time, unfortunately, but this has been so much fun. Jackie Swan, why do you need a piece of paper? I don't know. I don't know what happened with this carpet. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Oh, and Marsha, team odd. Hashtag odd. Yep, pretty much. Carbonized, someone dropped the wine during communion. I mean, quite possibly. Quite possibly. We did have an old carpet at our old church. We were very happy to see.
Oh, I was so happy when it
be removed. It needed to be. It had been through a lot. It had been through a lot.
And it was the old 70s orange color.
Yep.
Oh, it was so bad.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it was gross. Oh gosh, carbonized. Maybe the carpet is why the secretary needs a massage. Oh gosh. Stop. No. No. Alrighty. Okay, guys. Well, I'm gonna wind down. Thank you all so much for being here.
Thanks, guys.
Plan is we'll be here on Wednesday.
Yep.
We'll try to figure out when we're gonna do another stream this week. We will see what's going on. I'm trying to help out a bit. Extra with popcorn over the next little bit. There's a lot of traveling Andy is doing for different projects, so I'm trying to help out over there, and I gotta balance everything, and I'm figuring it all out. So we're gonna be good. We're gonna get there. It'll be great. And yeah, I would ask, please consider leaving a comment at the end of the stream. It means a lot to me, and it lets YouTube know that this video gets interaction as a standalone video as well as a live, and it does make a huge difference.
What was your favorite mishap, or do you have any stories of your own?
Yeah, all that good stuff. I'm gonna roll the outro. Please remember to like and sub, share this if you had fun, all that type of good stuff, and I will see you guys very soon. Thank you all for the love, the generosity, the time. It all means the world. Much love to all of you, and I will talk to you all very soon. Much love, guys. Bye.